What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are going to be playing Doki Literature Club. I've heard this game is an anime horror game, and I don't really know what that means, and I'm told that's supposed to be really creepy. So, we're going to play it. Okay. It's pretty sure it's running. Oh, yep. How do I? Okay. Okay. Is there a way to Okay, I'm gonna adjust it so it fits. Okay, so I got it to full screen as much as possible. So we're gonna start playing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that music is good. Oh yeah. But yeah, that music is pretty good. So I've already heard bad stuff about this game, but I'm gonna play it anyways, so yeah. Okay, new game. Please enter my name. Hey! I see annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any intention she might draw to herself. That girl's Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the king of friend you never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've never known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you're thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Galaxy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird and then don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But did you wait for me after all? I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their day commute. By the way, Galaxy, have you ever decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any. Wait, no, I did the wrong voice. I told you I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. And that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In our many conversations where I just mostly go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little bit too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years. Because you're not used to the real world. I don't know what that means. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few I'll look at a few clubs if that makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you will try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relate to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. So I guess this is how I joined the literature club. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come in the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could just come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Mimi. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Okay. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. Yeah, I don't really either, but here I am. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after one who proposed to the club, she inherited the title, Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to love the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make any promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really much of an airhead or she's just so as to be planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll help you stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus today make more. Oh, I'm gonna do a lot of reading in this. Okay. And thus today makes more. Okay, I'm just gonna take a deep breath. We're 7 minutes into the video. I can't stop now. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cup. I am dumb. I am so dumb in this game. Dude, why would I sell my soul for a cupcake? And dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's It's a pleasure meeting you. Hey, Yuri. Sayori always says... I just said say, aren't you serious? Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Galaxy. What a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly... Oh, okay. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Doki. The girl with the sore attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who makes cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back to the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this Yuri is the smartest girl in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Galaxy. Monica smiles sweetly. Oh, I don't like how she's posing like that. We don't know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Oh my god. Basically, completely out of my league. So her smile at me... So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Galaxy. We made a room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I'm Ethan. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about we make some tea as well? I'm trying to do different voices, but I only have one girl voice, I'm gonna be honest. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Sayori mentioned it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wraps tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! Okay, wait, I'm gonna go in settings and turn the music off. Turning the music off. It's a little annoying. Okay. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you're so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs on... Sayori... Okay, I'm falling apart here. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get an icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is so sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't heard this somewhere before. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe not for you dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Oh, wait. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea Okay. I cannot. This is gonna be a long video. It's already like 20 minutes long. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. You don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, I believe you. While tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faint smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tell me I shouldn't tell Monica that while I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. I feel like she's making me say this. I don't. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, I don't like that pose. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. I feel nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity. I'm pretty sure I said that right. I'm not even sure. Some words I just can't pronounce. And how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You don't have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we could really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. What is Natsuki's voice? such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Oh, I did not mean to. Okay. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Galaxy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. That's me though. That's me though. I don't like to read. I don't. Manga. I've actually never I've never read manga. Actually was like planning on it, but like I never did because I don't have money. I might require losing myself. Half joking. Atsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Then not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but she's oblivious to the way her eyes way her eyes light up, that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I feel like that's this game. It's like stories with deep psychological elements. I think that describes the game. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Honestly, I want to get into horror. I read a horror book once. I actually did read one horror book, so that's actually true. It was like, I think it was about like how a kid like went and murdered everyone. I actually enjoyed it, which sounds so bad, but it's true. I desperately grasped something and I can relate to it at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well have a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Someone as gentle as I don't know what that means. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or makes me take another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Atsuki, bruh, you cannot hate horror. Horror is actually good. Oh, why is that? Wait, she's literally in a horror game. She's in a horror game. How could she hate horror? Well, Atsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! And give that back! Fine. Your cup? Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Okay. So Sayori settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. No. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. And not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes me more than just confidence. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Why does she do that pose? I don't like it. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, let's share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now we have a new member. I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and shrink in the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Galaxy? Monica smiles warmingly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I thought, Galaxy. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend time everywhere with these. I would never say that, but okay. Alright. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super bleep. Then it makes it official. Stop doing that, Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Galaxy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. I can really impress the class star Monica with mediocre writing skills. I already feel anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Galaxy, since we already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, no. Will I be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I don't know about that. And I guess it starts with me writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think a favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Can I turn the page? Probably fantasy, huh? Oh, so it's like you have to pick 20 words. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Whew, I wrote my poem. Hi again, Galaxy. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I'll keep my word. Okay, I'm gonna end the video here because it's already been like 33 minutes, so I'm just gonna save. Boop. And go main menu. I saved it, so okay, good. I saved it. Return. Okay. So I'm just gonna turn the music off. Okay, so that's gonna end off the episode of Doki Doki here. And thank you guys for watching, and until next time, stay in the galaxy. On your left, you'll be seeing my previous video, and your right, you'll be seeing a recommended video by YouTube. In the middle, don't forget to subscribe, and I am ending this video.